So much has happened in the last week. I flew back to the States, went to the emergency room, packed all my stuff, and left Costa Rica.
Oh no, you guys. I woke up with 102 fever. Ugh. This is not good because I just passed kidney stones like 2 days ago, and now this means that there's probably some infection happening. And I really thought that I was like over and done with the kidney stone saga, but I still have some like lower back left pain in my flank, which is an indicator also that I'm still passing. And I am so nervous now that there's more kidney stones to come. And the problem is too that obviously with the fever there's an infection, so oh no, this is not good.
It was too late to go to the hospital Monday evening, so I woke up super early the next morning and made a really yummy breakfast, knowing that it was going to be a long day and a big journey to Nicoya Hospital. I was able to take a little bit of some pain meds that Chico had got me, and I was ready myself for the yummy, fun, and bumpy car ride to Nicoya. So we went to Nicoya last week on a great shoe adventure, so I knew it was about an hour and a half drive to get there on the bumpy roads, and I was fully ready, even though I was not feeling the best and in a lot of pain. But Chico was able to take me to the Nicoya Hospital, where I was able to wait and wait and wait and wait forever with all of the locals and Costa Ricans that were also dealing with all kinds of emergencies. Not a fun experience, but we made the best of it. It was definitely a little bit different from the States, I'll just say that. And we sat there in the waiting room, which wasn't air conditioned and super hot forever. I seriously don't know what I would do without Chico. He was absolutely the best. He was able to translate. He got me coconut water. He was able to just really negotiate on my behalf. And even though we were waiting forever, he was really just doing his best to try to get me in line.
So I've been waiting in the hospital now for like 6 hours. I met Victoria, and she interviewed me for her Spanish project, or her English project actually. Her son Isaac is sick and has a cough and mucus, unfortunately, but we're hoping that he gets better and I get better too. So thanks, Victoria. Nice to meet you.
So after waiting over 6.5 hours to see a doctor, Chico and I decided to leave Nicoya in the hospital and make our way back to Nosara in time for the sunset. My brief time with the doctor was enough to let me know that I needed more scans, more blood work, and a lot of extra stuff that was going to take a super long time in the Nicoya Hospital. So I made the split decision to book a flight for the next day and to leave Costa Rica and fly out to get care back in the States. So Chico took care of me that night. He made his yummy soup again, the soup that brings the dead back to life. He made me some smoothies and just helped me ease the pain. I packed up all my stuff in a hurry and tried to make sure that my apartment was as clean as possible, but it definitely wasn't up to the standard that I would have loved to have left it. But my landlord was amazing, and she was super accommodating and totally understood the situation. Chico helped me find a shuttle for the very next day, and I was able to give him my motorcycle, my surfboard, and some other things to take care of while I was gone.
Chico is seriously so sweet and opened a coconut for me and left it for me this morning so I would have some coconut water. So sweet. All right, goodbye, house. It's been so real. Time to journey on. Miguel is picking me up. We are good. We're going. He's the best. His car is so comfortable and clean too. So thank you for that. I hope you're having a good day.
Obviously, the pain meds were working at that point, and I even made myself a little smoothie for the car ride. And I finally started to get my appetite back actually when I got to the airport. Again, some of the meds that they gave me were enough to kind of hold me over for all of the flights. And getting back to the States is actually quite a journey in itself. You have to take a shuttle. I have to take 2 flights, one direct from Liberia to Houston, the second from Houston on to Northwest Arkansas. So it's definitely quite a journey, but I was actually very surprised at how easy I was able to find flights the very day before, less than 24 hours before flying out. And the price wasn't too crazy expensive. And oh my gosh, pro tip here, when you go through passport control, download this app and you can cut the line and beat the crowd. And I was thrilled to actually get back to the States and actually eat something that was yummy. I had a Cinnabon thing and I sat in the massage chair. And again, obviously the pain meds were working for the interim time, and my fever had been reduced and everything at this point too, so I was okay. But it was definitely a journey to get home. Yay! I am in Arkansas now, made it. I'm tired, but it's okay. Hi, sweetie. Fortunately, I travel super light, and for the 3.5 months that I was living in Costa Rica, I only had my small checked bag, my backpack, and a little extra bag. But I decided to check my bag, and of course it got a little damaged, but that's okay. But by the time I landed, my mom and my sister came to pick me up. It was 10:30 at night, and we went straight to the emergency room in Northwest Arkansas so that I could get some of the care that I needed. We waited there for quite a while, but definitely not as long as Nicoya in Costa Rica. And I did get into a doctor, thank goodness. By then, it was like the middle of the night, like 2 o'clock in the morning when I finally got back to her room. 2:30 maybe. But my mom was the best and took care of me so well. Mama, Dr. Mara.
There.
Okay, thank
Mamas do that. Good.
Oh, thank
Keep
you.
warm. That feel better?
Yeah. Wow, we're leaving. Cheers.
No.
By 4 o'clock in the morning, I was discharged from the emergency room, and after having the CAT scan, the blood work, and all of the other lab work, I was discharged without any other kidney stones. So thank goodness I had already passed all the kidney stones that I was going to pass. I got home super late, or I guess I should say super early in the morning, and Lois, our family golden retriever, greeted me with such enthusiasm. Right here, she looks really tired, but by then it was like 5:30 in the morning. I hadn't slept at all. I had been traveling since like the day before, and it was a super, super long day, but Lois just made everything better. The next day, I slept all day long, and then my mom and my sister came over and brought a lot of yummy food from Whole Foods Market. I will say this is not exactly the homecoming that I had thought I was going to have, but with all things considered, I was so grateful to have a piece of pie at the end of the day.